Okay, third best news.
That Elon Musk
The first video that I wanted to check out was this one about who I've been calling Bitchstiny, because he's a bitch. That's all you really need to know about who he is. And it's about the things that he be saying, especially in the context of you know who. So I'm very curious to see how this gets going, but if I make this into a standalone video, it's gonna be titled Fuck Destiny. But let's go ahead and see what she has to say. So strap right in, everybody. It's about to get bumpy.
It is no longer about left versus right. It is about right versus wrong. This isn't political theater. It is moral collapse.
Okay, did you guys see that? That activist in America?
Every time I see one of these people.
Charlie Kirk, he got shot. Did you see that? That guy loves gun violence. He got shot.
Every time I see one of these people, it just makes me, you know.
Did you see that?
It's giving Harry Potter when Lord Voldemort was like in another body, another person's body. Do you remember that? Remember? It's giving that. Remember when his tongue was doing like the snake thing inside another person's body? Yeah,
oh.
That. The loving and tolerant left strikes again. Destiny was recently streaming saying that conservatives need to fear going to events.
You need conservatives to be afraid of getting killed when they go to events so that they look to their leadership to turn down.
Oh yes, no, I remember watching not only Metatron, a YouTuber Metatron, make a video about him, but even more Pegasus has as well. And this is like the third time I've heard him say all this shit.
On the temperature.
He also wouldn't condemn the violence against Charlie Kirk.
If it turns out to have been somebody with a leftist ideology who wanted to shut up Charlie Kirk, would you condemn that?
I won't condemn anything until the President of the United States can go on air and say, all of us need to calm down.
So you won't condemn the murder of Charlie Kirk until Donald Trump says something.
And he also mocked Erica Kirk, saying that she was fake crying, which, like, even if she was...
Oh, Lord, no, they're all... I think he also said that they were taking advantage of her, that she's only just doing it for clout.
Is none of your business how somebody is handling grief. It's also very possible that, you know, she was frozen. My mom was one of those people when my dad passed away. My mom did not show any emotion for quite some time until she broke down later on. Maybe Erica felt the need to fake cry so that people didn't think she was like some crazy sociopath. I'm just saying, see how this can be seen both ways? These clips went viral on X and even got Elon Musk involved, saying, I don't think...
Oh yeah, I remember this. No, I remember more Pegasus covering the fact that even Elon Musk is getting in on the whole Destiny and Hassan situations.
This jack should be banned, but Amazon should stop paying him to incite murder. This is insane. Separately, incitement to murder and domestic terrorism is a felony crime. For that, he should go to prison. He can resume streaming when he has served his term. And Destiny responded saying, unreal, Elon Musk, another conservative, just got me banned from Twitch. My entire income is now gone. So much for the party of free speech.
Oh, good Lord. No, it's not free speech to incite violence, you dumbass.
Apparently, some people were saying that he was banned from Twitch for like quite some time, or like on and off, since like back in 2022.
Sounds like Hassan on his days off.
But either way, I don't know if I think he should be banned, because I think we should let people say stupid shit that we disagree with. But again, I think there's a fine line between incitement of violence and hate speech, and that's what I want to talk about in this video. I also do think...
Oh yeah, in one of our previous streams, we were looking at a legal mindset covering some things that Pam Blondie had been saying.
I think it's a bit of a karmic episode happening in real time because of the amount of disgustingness that we have had to put up with from the far left over the last few years, with all the demonetizing, the canceling, the losing of sponsors. I was personally one of those people that got the worst of it back in like 2019.
When's it my turn to get canceled by them?
Up until like 2022, just for leaving the left and calling out bad behavior on that side, by the way. And I also think hate speech is very opinion-based and can be a very, very, very slippery slope if we let that meld into law, which is why I think it's very important that we are super specific on what incitement of violence versus hate speech is. The simple fact that Destiny is unwilling to condemn Charlie Kirk's murder, though, it says a lot. We'll just say that, because these are the same types of people that say words are violence. This is what happens when words no longer have the same meaning as they once did. And
yeah, people bring up that a lot of words that, like racist, sexist, and those types of words have lost all of their meaning because they kept getting like thrown around all willy-nilly as a means of trying to put people that you don't agree with down, when really at this point it's more of a validation than anything else.
Changing what words mean can have legal repercussions. He said on Twitter, for the first time in my life, I'm genuinely afraid for my own health and safety. I've endured a lot online throughout my career, but never anything to this magnitude. After seeing the owner of this platform, several members of Congress and other prominent media figures attacking me online, I am worried I am now at risk for actually developing brain cancer after witnessing how stupid most of these people are.
I'm not praying for you, bitch.
Listen, I don't think anyone should fear for their life because of their political opinions, right? In fact, I think the more free speech that we have, the more we're able to recognize stupid ideas and enlighten those people that have them, the more we're able to learn and grow from these situations, right? Whereas if somebody doesn't have free speech, we might not know how they ever truly feel, and we might not be able to help them learn more and grow because we just assume that they think the same way as we do. And yes, I actually do think people should be able to say some dumb shit like this.
Oh my god, this is this piece of this bitch. No. people like this are the reason we need free speech, so that we can call them out on their bullshit. That's literally the purpose of it. Texas Tech, huh?
Evil is real, people, and it kind of looks like that. Evil.
Watch her accuse him of being racist.
Evil.
I think people on both sides of the political aisle, or all sides of the political aisle, would feel very different about all of this when they realize that spiritually, this is basically trying to destroy a lesson. And when you try to do that, when you're here to learn a certain thing, and you try to destroy said thing, it only intensifies said thing the next time it comes.
When you become the very thing that you seek to destroy. And that's exactly what the far left has become.
Around. Wishing for more people to die just because they don't agree with you will inherently bring more of those types of people and situations into your life. Shit like this does come back.
Okay, justification for murder of Musk and Trump. All respondents, and then left of center. I can imagine.
Around. And I mean, it's already started to, right? We had Jimmy Kimmel getting fired recently, although I think, and I agree with the majority of the people that are saying that it's probably more than likely because his ratings were so low and people didn't find him funny anymore.
Isn't that what's happened to Stephen Colbert as well? Because apparently Stephen Colbert's shtick for a while is just Trump bad. And that's literally all he had going for him. And so because of that, he has a lot of poor ratings. And so he got canceled, and then South Park ended up getting an over $1 billion deal because of it.
And the executives were just like kind of looking for a reason to fire him, but they needed cause, you know? And I do think it's also incredibly important to note here that as much as these people who don't agree with other people are calling them fascists, the people that are calling them fascists are the actual authoritarianism.
Yep.
Authoritarians. J.K. Rowling said, if you believe free speech is for you, but not your opponents, you are liberal. If no contrary evidence can change your beliefs, you're a fundamentalist. If you believe that the state should punish those with contrary views, you're a totalitarian. If you believe political opponents should be punished with violence or death, you're a terrorist or a fascist. This is when words have meanings. Leave it to one of the most brilliant writers of all time to remind us that these words have meanings and definitions are important. As I said before in the beginning of the video, I do think it's important to distinguish the difference between hate speech and incitement of violence, because number one, it's leading to even more division, and number two, people are not using these terms correctly, or rather they're seeing the issue with them and categorizing them as the same thing. Matt Walsh recently said,
I mean, no, I remember thinking this quote just popped into my head. Well, there's like two versions of it. There's like, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words, but brittle chimes in the windstorm. At least that's how a lot of people should feel. But for the radical left, it's like, sticks and stones may break our bones, but words are the psychological wounds that never heal.
on X, I cannot unite with the left because they want me dead. They will spit on my grave when I die and laugh in the faces of my wife and children. There can be no unity with such people. But I will unite with anyone on the right. I hereby discard any grudge or personal feud I may have had with anyone on my side. We have to stand together. And I think that's definitely one of the silver linings here. I think people are putting these stupid little arguments aside and realizing that there are much bigger problems that we're facing in the current political climate.
Personally, I will align myself with... Yeah, it is intense, isn't it? Personally, I'll align myself with whoever just wants to be at peace. If you want peace, then let's team up.
I'm just in the culture war in general because people like this still exist.
There is a stark difference between making a threat and hoping, wishing, or praying that someone was no longer alive. And want me to tell you the difference?
What?
A threat, yeah, FBI might show up at your doorstep. A hope, a wish, a prayer, not so much. So in the meantime, I'll be praying that all of you gain some brain cells. Thank you.
Was that even supposed to make any sense?
I think people are forgetting that just because it's not against the law doesn't mean that it's morally okay. And again, just remember that this energy that you're giving out, it'll come back at you harder.
No, I remember someone mentioning that just because something is illegal doesn't mean that it's immoral, or just because something's legal doesn't mean it's moral. It's like jaywalking isn't exactly immoral, but it's illegal. And I could provide an example of the inverse, but
deserves to be because he said that if his daughter got raped, she would have to go through with the pregnancy. So I don't care that he got shot.
oh, good lord.
If you said something deplorable like that, then yeah, someone would probably shoot you.
Again, these are the same people that say that words are violence.
It sounds like most people don't want... Well, I can imagine. Yeah, it's like everything... There's all sorts of things that just get in the way of all of that. It's like, no, I remember, I'm reminded of a Steven Universe quote by Pearl talking about how people try to put themselves at the try to find a simple explanation for something, even though it's all part of an interconnected series of complicated events beyond anyone's control. So obviously, I'm sure there's plenty of people that do genuinely want peace, but it's very, very difficult when others don't.
But are somehow okay with actual violence, like the actual definition of violence, right? Physical harm, physical destruction. These are the same people that are claiming to be anti-fascist, pro-diversity, yet they are championing the death of somebody they don't politically agree with. Which, you know, is literally the definition of something like a fascist would do.
Yeah, they got Charlie Kirk, bro. I've never been happier.
Never believe the reason I'm smiling.
Outside the US, I can imagine. Oh my god. No, I've seen, oh my god, these soy boys and septum bitches.
And it has nothing to do with Charlie Kirk. Nothing to do with.
Oh, it was like, it was my Metatron, one of my Renatron reactions. No, I did a little intro. Oh, I'm doing fine, Domino. Thank you. No, I did a little coming up intro on my reaction, and then I was like, oh, you should have seen that. Yeah. Oh, I didn't realize that loitering got to that extent. That's unfortunate. Oh, I just remembered. No, I figured that, well, I'd imagine that's one of the reasons why people don't, like, hang out. But I also imagine it's because of, like, smartphones and those kinds of things.
I would say pour one out for Kirky Boy, but I don't waste good beer on a little bit.
I haven't posted on TikTok in a long time, but I'm gonna now because rest in peace, Bozo!
Charlie Kirk just got put down like a dog in Utah, and I could not be happier.
What's wrong with your hair?
Praise be.
I do not, and I will not ever feel bad when bad people get what they deserve.
The issue here is
Oh, just wait.
that as a society, we're constantly redefining what we think good and bad ideas or good and bad behavior is. And guess what? We're lucky enough to have a democratic system in place that allows us to vote on, as a society, which way we think we should head. In my opinion, calling for the death or destruction of a person or a group of people based on politics is not hate speech. It's not free speech. It is incitement of violence.
Yeah.
Just my opinion. And listen, I'm
Hello,
one of the people
Kai.
that accused of hate speech, like literally in every one of my videos. Somehow. Someone.
Oh, I can imagine. No. When is that gonna happen to me? I don't really, admittedly, I don't really read the comments of my videos because I'd rather just people talk amongst themselves without me having to intervene. Oh, thanks for following. But if anyone found something like, if anyone's found anyone accusing me of something like that, oh, I'll be the first. It'll be my big break, semi-ironically.
The left will figure a way to pin that on me. And it's usually because I say that a lot of these identities in the queer movement are made up. But to them and
oh, shit.
to you guys, I will ask, do I ever call for the death of those particular group of people? Just because I think they have stupid ideas? No, and I mean, plus I just, like, I wouldn't have as many videos to make because, I mean, like, job security.
Oh my god, no, that just reminded me of some other guy. No, that reminded me of More Pegasus, who who makes lots of quote-unquote, he's the quintessential slop tuber who talks about YouTube and streamer drama, and he gets a lot of mileage out of the likes of iDubbbz and Hassan Piker, and no, his videos are always a freaking treat.
Is a thing. But there is a huge difference, of course, between something like that, the videos that I post, and literally sending death threats to people and raising your kids to think like this.
I have the best news ever.
That's fucking awful. That's awful.
Second best news.
I would say take him away, but I don't know.
Okay, third best news. Okay, no.
The same that raise their children like this are the same ones that go out on the street and go crazy and protest and say, people don't kill people, guns kill people. No, the kids that you're raising kill people. I don't
Guns don't kill people. The government does.
see two little girls. I see two school shooters because you're breeding hatred. You are no different than extreme jihadis that martyr their children.
I think the most amazing thing to come out of all of this so far, besides the overwhelming support of people coming together, not in riots, not in the destruction of property, but in prayer, in the overall uplifting of each other's spirits, was how Erica is handling her grief.
He wanted to save
Hello, Paul.
young men, just like the one who took his life. That young man.
Which?
That young man. On the cross, our Savior said,
Oh, man.
Father, forgive them, for they not know what they do.
He is oft forgiving, most merciful, the Lord.
That man, that young man, I forgive him.
Damn.
The fact that she is able to forgive this, in my opinion, horrible person for such an atrocity on somebody that she loved so much shows her spiritual intelligence and consciousness level that exceeds the majority of people that I've known. Most importantly, what I want you to take away from this video is remembering that freedom of speech is not death threats, it is debate. And if the tolerant left is celebrating murder because of somebody's political opinions, they are the real fascists.
All right, that was certainly intense, right? There was, yeah, Lurfish mentioned it being intense. No, it was all this stuff. No, with regards to how Metatron feels, he wants the guy that murdered Charlie, He wants his name to be completely forgotten and erased from history into oblivion. Now, within my personal belief system, that only becomes an option when you're 40, so I'd say let's have him live till he's at least 40, and then we can let him... I don't want to say rest, because then that would sound like a threat, but, you know. But either way, this is certainly something to... if I make this into a standalone video, I'll link all of this in the description, and if you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and this video was streamed live on both YouTube and Kick. Be sure to check out the VODs for unedited footage as well. Take care.